Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Oregon Ducks taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Ducks will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the right. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. It's a fumble. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Trojans will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got great speed. Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going for a big play right off the bat.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going. And the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Caught near the sideline, it's Snyder. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Got his man. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Comes out throwing on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's loose. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Touchdown, Trojans! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his own 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Dances away from 1.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big bag. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
To the air. It's Marshall. They're bringing heat. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Across the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Back to throw, it's Marshall. Still looking, on the move. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. These corners going to give them some space. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going to take a shot. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
And that's just nice patience and a great route. One-on-one, working the defender, taking his time, getting out of his break, locating the football, and making the catch just in time to inbounds.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Oregon! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. It's caught. Running through contact. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him.
Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, raise a toast to the victor of the great rivalry between Florida and Georgia. Here's a recap of how things played out. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They're trying to get to it. He's got it on the right.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the gun, running back on the move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency, yeah, man, you are doing just that.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Give to the running back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Pocket starts to collapse. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires and picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Dropping back, it's Marshall. Trying to get to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
On third down, he drops to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch, called for and made. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Throws to the tight end. And here's the third interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. The tag. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Flushed out of the pocket. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return.